Welcome to Art and Life. My guest today is Louise Harvey. Louise is a 3D artist and filmmaker at Griffith University. As Dr. Louise Harvey, she convenes the CGI and post-production 3D courses. Welcome, Louise.
Thank you very much, Celia. Happy to be here.
And my question for you today is, what is your thinking on art in your life?
Right. Well, I think that creating art provides me with a sense of purpose and community. It gives me a voice, and I enjoy it when the work that I've done resonates and connects with other people. Curiosity motivates me too, and the desire to master the technology that is intrinsic to the artworks that I create. Art can inspire technology, but certainly in my field, technology inspires art greatly. Technology triggers the kind of curiosity that pushes you to discover and explore the artistic potential of these very high-tech kinds of tools. These tools are often incredibly complex and difficult and time-consuming to learn before you can get to the point where you feel like you can create anything really meaningful. But when you get there, there's a definite sense of achievement in that. That achievement is especially enjoyable when it's shared, and the nature of this kind of work, the nature of the technology, means that it's very rarely a solitary activity. There's usually a crew of collaborators, and together we're pushing through challenges and troubleshooting and finding solutions and ideas together in achieving a common goal. You're also asking me the question, Celia, what is your thinking on art in society? So I can answer that question. There's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child. And in many respects, the production of art mirrors that saying. So just as a child's thinking and behavior can be a product of the society in which they're nurtured, art is like that too. I say that because I find it very interesting to consider how much that the art that I create is not about me. It has a piece of me in it for sure, but it contains the spirit of all the other people who have contributed to its creation. The artwork itself is this extrinsic outward visual expression of a narrative or an idea. For example, abstract animation to music is meant to visualize the musical story. Motion capture animation can be used to tell a story and to reveal the personality of the animated characters that are part of that story. But behind the creation of that animation is another deeper story, and that's the story of the people who have created that work and what they've learned on that journey of creating, what they learned about themselves and about the other people that they've worked with. It's about the challenges that they face, the personal goals that they've reached, the ground that was broken. For those people, their engagement with the artwork is especially rich as it becomes this sort of trigger or repository of the memories of that time. I like to think of the journey as a kind of crucible in which everybody's ideas and interactions become the ingredients that bubbled and boiled and became something more memorable and creative, and in that way express the times in which the work was created. And if I can offer one more just little insight into that relationship between art and society and how they interact, I would say that how much that modern malady of FOMO, that fear of missing out, drives me and my colleagues to involve ourselves so eagerly in this very often difficult medium of virtual production and motion capture and other high-tech tools. So it's this kind of constant lure of the next cool thing that's out there that's been released, and it's just irresistible and you want to play with it.
So that captures all of you. And I guess there's so many people that your work then connects with, because our society is embracing animation and, you know, that kind of 3D and film production so much more.
Yeah, and especially in a commercial context, it reaches a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your thoughts.
Thank you, Celia.
Clearly, you have some very deep insights, particularly into the interaction that happens with the creator in that
Yeah,
animation space, and the fact that it happens to all of you together. So, it gives us a little bit more food for thought in understanding what happens behind the scenes of creating what are really
sure.
come across as something very simple, but are enormously complex to create. So thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
And thank you for joining Art and Life.